And we are 5. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession.
Working on improving because he's got plenty of arm and makes excellent off-platform throws. What he's seeking now, to be consistent in all of his processes.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle.
Tough yards past the 30 to the 31. From the gun on third down, Lock. And that is incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, Brandon Powell. Taken in at the 22. And he'll be out of bounds across the 40-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford. Stafford and the Rams come up first and 10 at the 31-yard line. Here's Stafford. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Allen Robinson. 69 yards. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is caught in the end zone. Talk about that for a statement. They get 2 instead of 1 on the fake. And it's an 8-0 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field ready for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. First and 10.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Penny, a first down carry. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. This is Carson. First down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him at just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. intercepted. Troy Hill picks it. 20, 5, and he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis is not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Stafford. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. Let's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodge 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Rams go up by 2 touchdowns. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. Out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They've been outplayed early, no question.
And executed.
On 2nd and 9. Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Locke's going to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're... Here's Locke. Being chased, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of momentum from the offense. Coming up that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
They'll run the screen with Carson. And he'll be... He lets it fly from Lockett. And unable to connect, incomplete. I give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Here's Powell on the return. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 20.
And how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. 4th down, and we go from one Matt to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Gay is on for the point after. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Throwing now is Locke. And that will be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Oh, the return is Powell. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards.
And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Man open is Robinson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 28 yards there. We're going to give this to Akers. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Stafford on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A bad 3rd down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3. Maybe.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. Not the best one's going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Stafford now to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Stafford. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yard.
And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are able to widen their lead in this first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it is 28-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Clock will try again on second down. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems